Hello everyone, welcome back to our ICT class and this is video number 15. I hope you all are fine and safe. What all things we have discussed in the previous class? We have done an activity 3.3. Let's add Hindi language. In the third chapter, can you type Amma in computer? The last activity is how to add Hindi language. We already know how to add that in the language settings. We have done it in the previous sessions. So after adding the Hindi in the settings, how we will be getting the Hindi languages on the screen? We already know about the different keyboard layout of these languages. So when we compare the keyboard, here you can see the keyboard layout chart. When we compare this of this Malayalam keyboard layout chart and the Hindi keyboard layout chart, what is the main similarity you noticed? All the keys are same. For Malayalam languages, what all English keys we are using for getting the Malayalam languages, the same keys are there in for the Hindi also. In the keyboard we can click on the same keys for getting the Hindi language also, because the positioning of these both letters are similar for Hindi and Malayalam. Okay, and also we have there you can see some 4 lines poems from Hindi. So I hope you all tried to write that poem in Hindi language in computer. So and also we have already finished our third chapter also. The chapter name, can you type Amma in computer? There we mainly deal with this Malayalam, how to type Malayalam languages. We saw the inscript keyboard layout of the Malayalam language, and also we studied how to type words in Malayalam. We studied about Chillaksharangal, Kootaksharangal, different Malayalam fonts also we have studied, and also the last activity, how to add Hindi language. So we are moving to the next chapter. The chapter name is Amazing World at Your Fingertips. So from the chapter name itself, you can understand that in our fingertips itself, we are getting the whole world. What it is possible? What is the meaning of that? In a single click or by using our finger, we can get the informations about the world from all the parts of the world by using our finger. That means if we are having the gadgets like computer, mobiles, just by touching on the screen when we are using the mobile or when we are using the computer, when we click on the corresponding keys in the keyboard, we will be getting the all the informations from any part of the world. So for getting these all things, what is the main thing needed? What is that? Internet. Here in the chapter, if we are going to create a project and the project name is that it is related to the lesson Life Mysteries in the Little Chambers in your basic science textbook. If we want to add more informations about this lesson, how we will be getting, what all the sources we will depend for getting the informations about this topic. Yeah, you will be asking to the teacher for getting the more informations, and sometimes you will be go to library. And other vast process for getting the information is we will be checking in internet. So when we check in internet, we will be getting different informations from different sources. So with the help of internet, we can do a lot of things, and it is playing an important role in our daily life. There are computers in different parts of the world which stores a lot of information on various topics. These computers are linked to one another and they function as a network. Those computers which are connected to this network can share the information stored in it. We can name that facility as internet. In our when we are searching about if for example if we are searching an ICT textbook, if we are typing in Google, we will be getting a lot of related searches from different sources. How it is getting? Because there are a lot of computers in the different part of the world. They stores a lot of information, and these computers are linked with each other. They are linked and they are functioning as a network. Network means more like two or more like that means more computers which are network or linked by using different cables or modems or switches, we can name it as like that, or wireless. That means that means simply I will be telling more that 3 or 4 computers or a large number of computers, we can assume like that, large number of computers with they are linked together and they are sharing the informations. Here from the different parts of the world there are different computers that stores the information. These all computers are connected with each other so that they can share informations. So that is this facility is known as the internet. So when we are typing a message in Google, when we are typing a question in the Google that related to that question, we will be getting a lot of searches, we will be getting a lot of answers for that question. How it is getting this through internet, these answers are taking from the different computers which are in the different parts of the country, and we are getting the answers. Okay, so this through internet we will be getting a lot of informations from different parts of the world. These computers, as the different from in the different parts of the world, all the computers are networked. Networked means they are linked so that they can exchange the informations with each other. How the history, how the internet comes into the world. Before, in January 1969, January 2nd, 1969, in America, there was an agency who having 4 computers which are linked. They have 4 computers, they have linked that 4 computers to form the network and they start sharing the informations with these 4 computers. Later on it advanced, this technology advanced and it becomes a network, a big network. So here you can see the Advanced Research Project Agency under American Defense Department designed a computer network connecting computers at 4 centers. At 4 centers they have computers and they have connected that computers and they have given name it as ARPANET, Advanced Research Projects Agency Network. At the 4 centers they have the computers, 4 computers we can assume, and they have connected that 4 computers through a network so that they can exchange the information, and they have named it as ARPANET, ARPA network. Later on, and from this part the internet, beginning of the internet came. Later it has expanded as the internet, and that we see now by including many institutions and computers in this network. After that all the countries and institutions take part in this networking. India also joined in the global network on August 15th, 1995. So from 1995 we also started getting the internet. So from the 4 computers from the America, they have just started ARPANET for sharing the informations with these 4 computers. Later on it become vast and becomes a large, a huge network. There are a lot of different countries and institutions took part in that networking, and now it becomes worldwide. From there the history of internet is coming. Okay, so what are these computer networks? Here you can see the next topic is computer networks. We have computer networks connecting computers at different locations around the world for various kinds of services. There exist mega computer networks connecting these type of different networks. This mega computer network spreading all over the world, and the facilities given by it is called internet. I already told a lot of computers are there in the different parts of the world, in different locations. There are a lot of computer networks are there. These computer networks, it will forms a mega computer networking all over the world. It contains a lot of different computer networks. This is known as the internet. So a lot of computer networks connected with each other and sharing the information, we can name it as the internet. So from after this you can understand, I hope you understood that when we are searching a sentence or when we are searching a question in Google, you will be getting a lot of information related to that question. Why it is like that? Because in each computers, different computers in the different parts of the world, different informations are stored and they are networked. So when we are typing a question or when we are typing an information in Google, we are getting different searches related to that. So I hope it is clear to all of you. A lot of services are provided through internet. The first one is service is e-learning. E-learning, special facilities to learn lessons using internet. You all will be knowing about the e-learning. Through online we can learn, we can gather knowledge through online. If we want to get a textbook, ICT textbook, how it is related to the education. So through online we can learn a lot of this different things through online. A lot of institutions, educational systems are there in online which help us for learning. The main institution, or what we say an educational institution, is Samagra. So when we are checking in Samagra or the Kite Victors online, we will be getting a lot of classes related to the educations and all. So that is known as e-learning. Second one is the World Wide Web. World Wide Web is also a service for helping for the information, for that helps in the communication of the information. We will be discussing about that in the upcoming sessions. Second one is email. You all will be knowing about email for sharing the information, for sending the information. We are using the email. Some of the service providers of the email are Google, Hotmail. So these all are some of the service providers for sending the email. The email or electronic mail means sending the messages within the seconds. We will be getting the that recipients will receive that mail. And the third one is World Wide Web. I already told that. Fourth one, video chatting. So when we are having the proper internet facility, we can do video chatting. You all will be knowing about our Google Meet, Zoom meeting. These all are some kinds of video chatting facilities. So if you are not having the internet, it is possible? No. The next one is e-governance. E-governance for effective execution of government service and for speedy access of those services to the public. You can see different government services in internet. When we search related to that, we will be getting a lot of information. A lot of that means you can say the government site is of PSC site. How we are giving information for PSC exam through the government, in the government site. A lot of government sites are available for giving the services to public. So that is known as e-governance. Next one is e-commerce. E-commerce means for buying goods from all over the world. Now if we want to buy the goods related to that means cooking, there's cooking goods, if you want different types of food, fish, meat, everything are available in online. It is known as the e-commerce. And the last one is social networking. You all will be knowing about the social networking. What is the social networking? What all are there in the social network? Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram. So these all are some of the social networking which we are frequently using. So these all services will be available if we have the internet facility only. So a lot of services we are getting through internet. So I hope it is clear to all of you. So this much only I am discussing in this session. So next session we will be discussing detailedly about the different services provided by the internet. So what all things we have studied? We studied what is internet. What are the different computer networks which are connected together, which are networked together and sharing the information? That mega computer network that is spreading all over the world and the facilities given by you, it is generally called internet. As the computers are networked, they are providing different facilities what we want. So with a single click, fingertips means when we type what all things we want, we are getting through internet. And also what we have studied, different computer networks. From ARPANET the internet came, and it starts from 1969 from America. And also we have studied about the different services which is provided by the internet, which includes email, video chat, e-governance, e-commerce, social networking, e-learning, World Wide Web, like that. So I hope it is clear to all of you. If you have any doubt, you must ask me in the Google Meet. Practice activity means just to type in the Google about any search, anything if you want to search. So when you search that information, that your required information, you will be getting a lot of other information related to that. Different websites, different links you will be getting. So if I am asking a question, you will be getting different types of answers for that. So we can choose the answers. More than one, or like more than 5 or more than 6 answers you will be getting for one question in internet. Okay. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me. So I will be showing you here in Google. I am typing textbook. Just I am typing ICT textbook. Okay. When I click enter, you will be getting a lot of searches regarding the ICT textbook, including the images and videos. When you click here on images, you will be getting a lot of images regarding the ICT textbook. When you click on the news, you will be getting the news regarding the ICT textbook. When we want videos, that is also provided by the internet for the regarding to the ICT textbook. So what all things we want to search, we can do it in the internet. So I hope it is clear to all of you. So see you in the next class. If you have any doubt, you must ask me. Thank you. Bye.